if they are triggered by the price, like they become irritated, short, angry, annoyed, then drop to the foundation. But usually what you want to do is, even if they actually say it's too expensive, you want to say, look, that makes sense. Obviously the finances are a concern right now. I get that. Hey, look, just out of interest, like besides the money, how do you actually feel about the program though? Like, do you feel confident that this could get you to your goal? Now, usually the hesitation comes out. Then if they say no, or even if they say yes, check in. Now, obviously you mentioned sort of having issues with discipline as well and feeling that way about yourself. How do you feel about your ability to, as long as we made this as simple as possible, how do you feel about your ability to sort of commit to a process like this and feel confident that you could do your part? Now, usually more doubts will come out there. Now, more often than not, those doubts are the reason why she says it's too expensive, because she's just not sold on your solution for that price. It's too big of a risk, right? She's seeing dollar signs rather than saying, well, shit, if I don't do this, I'm going to be stuck in my bedroom for the next year, miserable and depressed. So she's thinking about the money. She's thinking about the cost. So first things first, we need to get clarity about, does she think the program sounds good? Does she feel that this could actually, be something she could stick to? If she doesn't, no sale, right? And then after that, then what we can do is then we can start leaning into the why again and the cost of inaction. After that, and at any stage, if we notice that she's becoming triggered, irritated, annoyed, angry, drop the price. Don't screw around. You got to read the room. But most of the time, what you start to see is that, hey, like once you start eliminating these, identifying these fears and eliminating them, they start to feel better. It's like, yeah, look, I feel great. Like, I mean, it would be good to have this program and it sounds good. And I get the impression you could motivate me, but it's still too expensive. I understand. So you know how you mentioned earlier, like that feeling that you have though, when you're in the store, and it's that feeling that's, you kind of said, it sounds like you're trapped, like you've lost your identity because you're kind of like this person, the person that she described to you, which is the real canvas. We don't know who that was, unfortunately, but it's like, when you said it's like, you're kind of canvas that's trapped in someone else's body, right? You don't feel that you can be yourself in public. So as a result of that, you're like hiding away. If you don't find a solution to this, like what's going to happen? What path, and I'm only saying this because I actually care about what you've told me, but like, if you don't solve this, what are you actually going to do instead? And sometimes you can even say, if you've really built rapport, you can say, and I mean this, like, look, if this doesn't feel like the perfect fit for you, I wouldn't want you to go ahead anyway. And I really mean that. I don't want you in this program if you don't think it's right. But if I can be honest with you for a second, Canvas, based on everything that you've confided in me, it sounds like this is exactly what you're looking for. So if you don't do something about this with us, what else do you think you're going to do? Now, like that's another really powerful way to kind of like give them the emotional slap over the face, because you remind them about their goals painfully and you remind them about the cost of inaction. Because you said, if you don't do something about this, you're going to be trapped in your bedroom feeling depressed. Now, that doesn't sound like a viable option to me. So is this something that you think that you could consider investing something towards, so we can help you get this back on track and, get you back to feeling your happy self again?